1,000 years ago, when Arana was young but not innocent, the first age of man came to an end by the meeting of a sword and a shield. The sword of Zaramoth the Unmaker, powered by a subterranean river of magic, had ruled the age by unquestioned force, until the shield of Azunai the Defender became the sword's only rival in power. They were destined to meet on the field that would forever be known as the Plain of Tears. Zaramoth commanded control of the power. Azunai longed to disperse it. Both zealots could not win. But unbeknownst to either warrior, the sword and shield had destinies of their own. The sword shattered the shield and sparked the great cataclysm. The land split open, and the souls of the warriors, ripped from their chests, rushed into the river of souls that flowed beneath the land, splintering it into 1,000 ley lines. The shockwave was felt in every part of Arana. Even the lives that were spared were changed forever. The stars shifted, and the Second Age began. All this was forgotten for centuries. The magic that was scattered on the Plain of Tears was fractured under the world, waiting with its unpredictable power. Until a young prince named Valdis followed powerful visions to the mountain fortress called Zaramoth's Horns. The dark wizards mastered the magic and granted Valdis access to the lost sword of Zaramoth, the very instrument that ended the First Age. In that instant, the Second Age fell under the sword's ominous shadow.
More worthless mercs! You're late! You're neared at the front immediately! Check in with Morden Lieutenant Gerrand at the tower! Now get moving!
I've had a bad feeling about this ever since we left Aman'Lu. There's something... I don't trust these Morden.
whole lot are late. There's a few extra scraps in the barrels. Break them open by right-clicking them. Now get out of my face, maggot!
Watch your step out there. I hear the Resistance forces are fiercely protective of that shrine Valdez is after. Once again, into the madness.
Mark, report to Morden Fighter Talk ahead for your combat lesson. Get moving now! Do you know which end of a blade is which, maggot? Let's see if you can destroy this training dummy with your dagger. You better be able to handle a ranged weapon if...
I can't imagine you worms have the wits to cast spells, but it'll be amusing to watch you try. Destroy this training dummy with your fire shot or your ice shot spell!
More mercs playing at war! You probably don't even understand how to gain experience in the 4 classes, do you, scum? Ha! You maggots never know what you're doing! Choose a class and stick with it! If you switch weapon types too much, you'll become a weak jack of all trades, and then those cursed dryads will eat you for breakfast. Not that you wouldn't deserve it. Took you long enough, worm! The other mercs are at the front lines already! The Temple of the Coast must be taken by nightfall! Now get moving!
Wait. I have a bad feeling about this. My medallion feels heavy, as if it's trying to tell me not to move.
You aren't being paid to stand around! Get moving! Now! Those filthy dryads are summoning another shell! You mercs, get in there and destroy that thing!
Those must be the Bracken we learned about as children. Let's take them out! These Bracken are as weak as Calrathian ale! We can kill them faster if we spread out! We should switch to rampage mode! These creatures remind me of our scuffles with the Taklak! Tough! If we focus our fire, they'll go down faster! Let's switch to mirror mode! These wooden creatures are weak to fire! Too bad I'm not a combat mage! Hey, that sword looks a lot like the weapons my father gave us when we were first learning to fight. You should pick it up.
Yes! Die and leave me a pint of your blood!
I have that traitorous fiend in my sights. I could, but why does my heart stay my hand? Perhaps there is more at play here than I can tell for the moment. There's something about this one.
Did you see that elf? I recognized him. It was Amryn. I know that he is much talked about in Drudwyn's tavern back home. He's rarely seen, but his deeds, real or imagined, are discussed there with enthusiasm. I would be interested in finding that out myself. These Kestrel are tough! Next time we see one, use my brutal attack power on it! That'll surprise them! You're turning into quite the warrior. Keep in mind, you should choose a class and stick with it if you want to approach my expertise.
Took you long enough, Worm! The temple is through the cave! Get moving, now!
Stop a moment. My medallion. I know how you feel about it, but I just can't shake this feeling that something is going to happen. The closer we get to the temple, the stronger I look forward to that. But for now, I want you to take my medallion. Please, it's important to me. More than you know. Just...
moving, Worm! You mercs are late! Get to the temple now!
Congratulations, Voldus. We have completed our task. When can we expect our pay? Look out!
What do you want? What? Oh, you're one of the new ones. We pulled you out from underneath the body of a blue-haired elf and brought you here to the town of Irulan. You're to be kept behind bars until we figure out what to do with you. Warden Celia's in charge here, and what's to be done with you is up to her. If I were you, I would keep my head down and learn to be respectful before she finds you making demands. You wear the ring of submission to hold you in check. All prisoners must wear it. Hush, here comes the warden now.
Blasted dryads! Quickly, Orin, while she's talking to that elf. Now's your chance.
Foul creature. I warned him what would happen if he attempted to harm a dryad. There can be no hope for these types.
Do not be so hasty, Celia. Some of these prisoners have roles to play yet. I have seen it. This poor soul here, for example. I know this one can be trusted.
I do not know, Amron. Given arms, that mercenary could well kill us all. The entire village is endangered.
As a personal favor to me, please give this prisoner a chance.
As you wish, my friend. I hope you are able to find that which you seek.
Namare, Melonamin. Till next we meet.
Amron the elf seems to trust you. I trust only the ring of submission around your neck, prisoner. Our troops found you on the battlefield. You are lucky they found you alive, unlike the blue-haired elf. You were fighting on the side of Valdis. You are an enemy to the Dryads of Irulan. Your friend is of no matter to me, and your medallion will remain property of Irulan until you show where your loyalties lie. He can afford to. That monster razed our shrine to the ground and helped himself to our treasures. He grows richer by the day, as do soulless mercenaries like you. Thanks to you and your employer, my village is stripped bare. The Aegis of life is gone. But for some reason, Amron asked that you be treated mercifully. I have a task for you. Go to the weaponsmith at the blacksmith shop. She has spared some sharpening stones for our warriors. Get them, and take them to the Dryad outpost just outside the north gate of town. Be thankful Amron spoke up for you. Take my advice, prisoner, and avoid the animals of the jungle. One bite from them, and you'll be riddled with the plague. Now go, and don't make me regret granting Amron's favor.
There are creatures that carry the plague right outside the town gates. You will not even reach the outpost without being able to defend yourself. Take this equipment. It may not be the same as your old things, but it will give you some chance at least. You may pass.
Norden wretches, abandoning their own troops.
I'm still waiting to hear that you brought the sharpening stones to the outpost. Now get going before I lose my patience.
Stop distracting me. I'm sure the Sap Bloods will have some horrible punishment awaiting me if I do not repair this on time.
I'm still waiting to hear you take the lift across to the Merchant Tariff.
Prisoners only speak to the warden.
You must be one of Celia's. You wear the ring of submission around your neck. I recognize you. They brought you in last night. The battle was terribly bloody. We lost many from our village. Worst of all, Valdis succeeded in taking the Aegis of Life. It is a magical artifact that kept the Morden at bay. Without it, we are reduced to barricading ourselves behind these walls. Before we sealed the gates, you and the other injured prisoners were carried in. Some of you were mortally wounded. We worked hard to save your lives. You may have forgotten Mercy, but we have not. You are indeed the enemy, however, and so you will stay with us as our prisoner. Here you are. And if you have some time, perhaps you could do a favor for me? With all the fighting, we go through armor faster than we can craft it. Duma and Sen both need my help throughout the day and into the night. But I've only been in this trade for a short number of months. There's much to remember. My memory is not normally this poor. I have lost dear ones in this war, and my mind is distracted. I seek your help. I must craft 5 suits of armor before the day is over. But with so much to remember, I have forgotten some of the steps involved. It would mean the end of my apprenticeship if the craft mistresses learned of this. There is a tome of smithing within the Great Hall that is sure to contain such information. I would be in your debt if you can discover the steps to creating Dryad armor. Take the lift to the southeast across to the Terrace of Wisdom. The Great Hall will be right in front of you.
Yes? We're rather busy, so make it quick, prisoner. You want to pick through this trash some?
Welcome, friend. The Guild of Death. I'm sorry, but you must first have a call.
Do you know where you are going? The blacksmith, armorer, and mages keep their shops within the building on the merchant terrace. Simply take the lift to the west to reach it. The shopkeepers are marked on your map with icons representing.
These tree folks seem to treat their prisoners well.
My story is both long and sad. You'll probably want to sit down and take out...
My fine spirits are not for prisoners. What?
Baldus takes our youths, then...
We're watching you closely.
I would like to be alone if you...
The battle has brought so many travelers. I can hardly find...
There are no decent recruits to be found here. And what's worse, while my own squadron finds glory and riches in battle, so if that wasn't enough, these leafheads don't even eat decently, let alone fight. It's a statuette of...
Your face is familiar. Are you from Amon Lu?
you discovered the steps for crafting that armor? Duma has been giving me... That is good news indeed. If I don't get started soon, I'll never be done in time. That rings true. Please wait a moment. Excuse me, Craftmaster Sen. The Dryad armor is completed, just as you requested.
What is this? You cannot call this piece of shoddy workmanship Dryad armor? I am displeased, Telanu. This is not fit for even practice gear. You had best produce a masterful piece on your next try if you value your position here.
Ah, well. Thank you for aiding me.
You are clear to leave.
There you are, prisoner. Come along. I am to
Help us!
We're free! Thank you!
Jirani? What happened here?
Celia, what a surprise to see you here. Look, the prisoner just saved us.
I came here to make sure this one followed my orders. Saved you? How is it I see the escort I sent lying here dead?
Don't be too harsh, Celia. Jera was overwhelmed. There was nothing the prisoner could have done to save her.
Too harsh? There is no such thing. Not for one who murdered our people and defiled our shrine.
I have looked into this one's eyes, sister. All I see is a haunting remorse. We are not the only ones who have lost souls dear to us in this war. This prisoner saved...
Is it true what Kirani says? Did you defeat those Morden? Some of the sisters seem to think that you deserve your freedom. I don't think so highly of you. But perhaps I could be yet convinced. The Morden know we've suffered a devastating blow. They smell blood. Kirani tells me they are erecting towers around this village.
It's only a matter of time before they lay siege to our homes and destroy us all. Valdis plans to march to power over the bones of our people.
Burn those towers to the ground, and you'll save our lives. And yours. I'll consider it done when I see the smoke in the air.
Here's the outpost gate key and some basic gear.
And here is the stone that will allow you to use the teleporters to return to Ireland. Do well, and I'll consider granting you your freedom. I might even give you back your gear. So it seems you hold dear things other than a sack of coins. You are more than meets the eye, prisoner.
Good luck.
See that those towers fall, every last one of them. Come, Kirani. We must return to the prisoner ward. We have much to...
What are you doing out of the prison ward?
These health and mana bushes following the grid. If you have the
Greetings. Here to look at the sanctuary doors? Sanctuaries are small room. No one really... There are 4 types.
What do you want? What? Warden you wear the ring. Hush, here come...
Amron the elf seems to trust you. Our troops, you were It is my... Go to the... No, Vald, be thankful, Amron.
They're...
I'm still waiting. Take the lift. Take the lift across to the
You must be one of Celia's. The battle was... It is here you are. And if with all the fighting, we go through armor faster than we can... My memory, there is a tome of... Take the lift.
Well, prisoner, I suppose I can enchant an item for you so long as that...
You are clear to leave.
There you are, prisoner. Come along.
Celia, What is the...
I came here.
Don't be too hot. I have looked...
Is it true? Some of the Morden...
It's...
burned out.
Here's the...
And he... So it's good luck. See the...